Good gaming champions. As you can tell, it's the end of day one.
Yeah.
Or day two, depending on how you look at it.
Right. I'm gonna wear these glasses. I'm gonna be real with y'all champions. You don't want to see under these glasses. I look better now.
It's pretty rough.
It's pretty rough, but
Yeah.
it's a fun rough, you know.
Honestly, duct tape, bubblegum, hoping to get this guy through this segment here.
Legit.
Just to wrap up today. It's been a long day. Shay, we had the chance to get here a little bit early at Origins.
Yeah.
On Thursday, had a chance to come in an hour before opening with media badges to get a first look at a lot of things, get to see the booths before they get absolutely destroyed by everybody coming in, trying to purge and buy everything.
But see, the thing is, it's when we say that, don't think of Gen Con absolute people.
No, not at all.
It is such a great, I love the size of Origin, because Origin, you get the publishers you want, you get some indie people you don't know. We'll talk about some of that in a second, but most importantly, it's not gonna give me anxiety to be in a room, and I appreciate that.
That's right. In fact, you can definitely see that as you walk through the halls, is that it's busy, but it's the busy that you like, because it's the busy that makes you feel like you're a part of something. You're at a place that you want to be, where Gen Con is just hold on for dear life. Pray to God you don't get run over, because nobody will stop and help you.
One of my TikTok friends, Kervin, he's a little bit shorter than me, and I usually have my purple book bag, and I sadly hit him with my bag multiple times because it was too close, and I didn't think about that. He told me about that. I was like, oh, my bad. So this is not that. I can breathe, and we love breathing.
So with our 1 hour of time, we had a chance to go through and get some one-on-one time with some of our favorite companies. Van Ryder, we got a little bit of time with. Hachette Games.
Yes.
Chip Theory Games, CGE.
Yeah.
Smoke and Dagger. Kind of bringing that small thing in. Anything that you really like from that extra 1 hour that we got?
I just like that I got my shirt the first time doors open, I was there.
What shirt? Nobody knows what shirt you're talking about.
Oh, so I will put it up. If I really want to bring it out, I would. But basically, there is a exclusive shirt that they just did a small limited print run on.
Who's they?
Van Ryder Games.
Okay.
If they don't know if I'm going to see
well,
Van
they
Ryder
don't know.
Games. Yes, Van
maybe
Ryder
this
Games.
is somebody watching for the first time.
Right.
They don't know.
You're right. So Van Ryder does a lot of games that I love. It's my favorite company, as they know and people know. But I was able to get literally this shirt, and it has all the.
He begged. He literally walked up to AJ at Van Ryder, said, "I cannot leave here."
Yeah, well, I said that part
without
the shirt. Yes, I did say that.
But you also Shay got a great interview with Smoke and Dagger as well.
Yes. Oh, I want y'all to see it. I can't wait till y'all see it. It wasn't about the games, and I think that's one thing we love to hear is the stories behind the games. And I talked to John, I believe his name is, and John told me the story, because John's been working with Smoke and Dagger for 17 years. And so just to see the evolution of what gaming has to be in his world is a great interview. We'll have that up on the channel.
He's definitely seen a big transition in the board game space.
Oh yeah.
And he shared some of that with you, which was great to guess. So
I loved it.
So with that said, getting that time to kind of see everything before the chaos was such a cool experience. So thank you to Origins for that. So let's get into some of the highlights that we had for day 1/2. I don't know what to call it.
We don't.
Thursday. My first highlight, I would definitely say, was our interview with T over at Hachette Games.
Yeah.
They gave us probably more time than we probably deserved. We had a chance to sit down and really talk about the depth of Hachette Games, the partnerships that they create with all of what they call studios, how they function their business. So it was really fascinating for a company that's relatively new in the board game space. It's almost a 200-year-old company that just got into board games about back 2019, right before the pandemic, and they've really been here as the rise, and they've acquired some huge games. So getting that time with T to learn more about the business was awesome.
It was, and I just love, I love that company, distributor, and what they are. 'Cause they're so much a mish of everything, and they really bring games that usually can't get in the U.S. to us. So like the Turing Machine, I love it. Sky Team. We're talking soon Dead Cells. We're talking Decrypto.
Well,
We're
one of the big
talking-
ones was From the Moon.
Oh,
From the Moon was
yes.
actually supposed to be released here at Origins. Unfortunately, due to friggin'
shipping.
No, not shipping.
Customs.
Customs.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. It's late. Friggin' customs. It's supposed to be here. I could have walked out. The game looks fantastic. It's deluxified, so you know I like that.
Yes. Automatically.
Worker placement. You're on the moon. You're building your base up with real technology. I friggin' loved it. But
Yes.
unfortunately, customs, U.S. Customs, you dropped the ball, and you cost me an opportunity. Save my wife money. So there's positive.
So there's a positive. That's actually the biggest positive.
But it will
probably.
be at Gen Con and available.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say this, but T, I saved your business because you thought it was on your website. It wasn't. I brought it up. Some people call me Hero. You can call me Matt. Saved the day. Saved the day for you, T.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you did do that.
I did. You know, just the little things that we did. The other thing that Hashit had that I thought was really fascinating was the jumbo size Pac-Man corridor.
Oh, I want it so badly. I don't even want. Let me phrase it. The giant is amazing, spectacular. Won't fit in my house. So I just want the game.
Yeah.
I just want the game. Period.
Yeah. You want the game, but you really want the big game.
I mean, you always want the big game.
So here's a fun fact, a little secret tip for you. If you are at Gen Con in a month and you go to the Hashit game booth and you do not see the giant Pac-Man game,
Yeah.
it's because they purposely took it away because they get so sick and tired of everybody begging them to buy it.
Just stop.
It's amazing.
Just stop. Just enjoy it. Please. Just enjoy it.
So if you don't see it, just say, hey, look, T, I know it's here. I know you have it back there. I'm not going to ask you to buy it, but I'm going to ask you to see it.
Please, always use your manners, people. But yeah.
The other big thing that is kind of a trend here. Under Falling Skies, a great solo player game, had a jumbo version of that game as well.
I was that person. I wanted to buy that one. I do.
That would not fit in your house.
That would not fit in my house, but I'd rather try that one than try.
It is a gargantuan. I don't know. I think we got video of it. We'll post it. And gargantuan functioning Under Falling Skies was absolutely fantastic.
It was so cool. It made me feel nice and it made us feel like it's a solo game.
Yeah.
But it feels good to see a solo game like that get deluxeified to the max. Like
it's carnival size.
Yes.
The only problem with it is when you go back home and you open your little box and you pull out your little baby board.
No, we good.
And you get your little baby pieces and you put them on your little baby board.
Yeah,
you're just going to be thinking about what you could have.
Right. But I'm good.
Think of like the difference between like a nice little cup of pop.
Yeah.
And like when you go to 7-Eleven and you get the quadruple, jumbo, duple, double, quintuple.
See, that's
blah size.
That's calories though. We don't want those
Not
calories.
It's diet. It's 0.
Then that's just making you full. You still.
That's what I need.
See, fair.
So another highlight that I saw, Shay, was CGE Games SETI.
Yeah. SETI, boy.
SETI.
I love the idea of SETI, the fact that it's not science fiction, as more as science based. Because most SETI is an actual organization, and they are actually looking for extraterrestrials. And in that game, you are one of the people who are trying to look for it. And then when you get to the sci-fi part is that you actually will find people, and it will have some
potentially
things.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
Yep, and that changes the scale of the game. There will be multiple potential alien life forms that you can come across.
Yes.
We got to see the hidden TBD alien faction.
Yes, literally, the hidden TBD faction.
Yeah, literally called TBD. I was like, next thing you know, it'll be Jane Doe.
Yes. I mean,
faction of aliens.
Should.
So, but the game looked fantastic. It
Yeah.
had this beautiful Earth piece in the middle of it, and like I said, the whole center of the board actually rotates, and based on the direction of the sun and how it's hitting the different Earths or planets that you all are on or discovering, it actually directly impacts the gameplay. And so that mechanic of the whole board being able to shift and tilt, which affects your abilities, where you can move, what you can do, the ability, like I said, the abilities you have is
It's
just
such
awesome.
an interesting concept, and that's why I like it. Like, it's such a game that I would be totally okay with playing.
Yeah. Wasn't on my radar, but it was definitely, I would argue, a must-buy.
Yes, and honestly, if we're talking about CEG, we gotta talk about Little Alchemist. Because that's another thing.
Yeah, you were really excited about that one.
Oh, I'm very excited about it. I know there's definitely a champ will be excited about this. Basically, they took Alchemist and they made it, for kids. And what the story is, which is beautiful, is that the designer wanted to play this game that he made with his kids. And so he made this, and it works so functionally well. And we have video of it and of him explaining it, so I won't get into it more, but I just think it is a great game that will actually help kids to learn some of these types of games and stuff.
It's actually a big trend that we've seen, especially in that medium weight hobby space for board games. I mean, we've seen My Little Everdoll. We've seen My Little Scythe.
Yep.
We're starting to see this My Little Alchemist now. So you're seeing people taking these kind of medium weight games that I would say are more relatively easy palate cleansing type of games.
Right.
And they're simplifying the rule sets down so that way you can kind of get that intro to some younger gamers, where parents who love the regular game can at least stomach the game.
It seems like it's fun. I would definitely play it. I don't have kids yet. I will definitely play it with my niece and nephew. Actually, I do have kids that I can play with. I'm not weird.
And speaking of playing games with kids, a company we get to interview with more directly tomorrow, but had a fun time with, was Dolphin Hat Games.
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
Moose Match Mayhem. Had a chance to play that with one of the wonderful people over there at Dolphin Hat. And that was a simple, easy game. Dolphin Hat, of course, made Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, which is, if you watch our channel,
they made like 800 Gorilla. They make
bacon.
Steal the Bacon. So they make great
800 versions of Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
Yeah, 801. Really, I want the digital one, the video game one, but I think why I like them, because they know their niche. They know that they are just simple, fun party games you can play with people, and not really party games, but play small, light games you can play. Like, my mom do not play a lot of board games. She requested that. Right. And so that is kind of, they hit their drive, and they know where they want to hit, and that game was just good.
Right. And that's another thing that kind of tying it into one of the next things is just this big transition we've seen more towards kids. Because even the Chip Theory Games, which is known for the epitome of deluxification, I mean, Shay, some of their games, they've come out with a new Sudoku, and of course it's Chip Theory size, so everything's magnetic and thick, heavy, durable magnetic pieces. And they had about 5 different iterations of the game coming out that had all these different formats around kid-based games. Van Ryder Games.
Yes.
Your beloved. Again, all these new kind of choose-your-own-adventure books.
Oh yeah. That's one thing that they had, and that was they were like for beginning, and now they started making the junior ones, and I've never seen the 4 to 6 version of it. It's such a great concept for that one, because you basically do a choose-your-own-adventure graphic novel. Yeah. It's really cool. And
probably one of my biggest highlights. My last one I've got listed here for day one is Brown Castle Games. So they make Crokinole boards, baby.
Yes, they do. And our boy right here, this one, he's stepping up to the plate. He's entering the competition, the tournament. This is round 1. We're at the qualifier round. We are going to record, let me phrase it, I am going to record every moment of it.
And there will be tears.
Could
be mine. Most likely will be mine.
Yeah. And but I played it finally, I think I played it once before, but You did
great. You did great for your first time tonight.
It's dexterity. I love those type of board games.
Absolutely. And they are real games.
Yes.
They're real games. Yeah, Megan over there at Brown Castle Games was so wonderful, and she didn't agree to it, but I made the deal with her that if I win the tournament, that they will make us a free Champions of Tabletop Crokinole board. Again, she didn't agree to it, but I did.
Right.
And as long as I did, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, I'll be looking forward to cashing that in.
Yeah, fair enough.
Probably won't happen, but
but we were cashing it in though.
Any purchases that you made today?
Sold the shirt. I mean, it's really easy. I'm trying to be better with my money, but I definitely could buy a second thing. And it's hard because I can buy a second thing, and it goes to some of the things that I've seen in my highlights. Really, was like we had a company that has this game called Ink, and what Ink is basically you are ghosts and you're trying to escape the spirit world. And you will die in this game because this is a roguelike RPG. Yeah. And so, but when you die, you get these shards to help you better to get faster and get to the other side. I thought that was such a unique game. And then we went to Van Ryder and they were talking about the Revenant Society. And it has that kind of flow of a person is dead. But in that game, you're trying to solve your own murder, and that's how you become alive. So that's what I love about game design. You can have the same type of like almost feel, but you can do it differently, and it has such a different vibe.
Yeah, and themes are so important too.
Themes,
so.
yes. So those,
Yeah, and I will say I have to, to kind of top tonight off as we were playing some games here in the gaming hall. Shay, you whooped me tonight. You whooped me, and I have to admit it. We had a chance to finally play a game. Like we put a TikTok out. It was like, it's like 10 o'clock. We finally got to play our first game of Origins, and I played some Radlands, and I was so excited to show Shay.
Yeah.
And let's just put it this way: by the time I wrapped up, I handed it back in, and I said, "Sorry guys, this one's broke." And they're like, "It's just cards," and I'm like, "I know," and I lost, so it's obviously broke.
Twice.
They didn't see the humor in that. I
did,
but it doesn't matter.
2-0. I may have made TikTok about it.
Yeah, but my big purchases that I'm walking away with, I bought a bunch of the books from Van Ryder Games, a lot of the Choose Your Own Adventure for the kids, because I love, my kids are big readers, and these art books kind of have that junior style, cartoon, graphic, comic book type of look to them. One of the books in particular that was AJ's son at Van Ryder Games. He's like, this is the one I like the most. It's kind of neat because as you read through the story, it'll give you options like, do you want to take a punch? Do you want to block the punch? And depending on those actions, you have a little score sheet for your character health and stuff, so you're writing it down. So just for young kids with inquisitive minds, I thought that was really cool.
So cool, yeah.
Lily Van Helsing, the Grand Tournament, Your Theme Park, those 3 games I got from them. Bought Solitaire Crokinole from Brown Castle Games.
You brought
Solitaire so you actually set the board up with these solitaire cards. They teach you how to do, and then you have to solve the problem, aka just get a good flick. But I thought that was really interesting, and I'm all in on anything. I literally walked up and I was like, "Hi, Megan. My name's Matt. What can I buy?"
Yeah, basically,
a dream customer.
Like he that's how deep it is. Like he bought the wax. Like he just bought.
Well, I didn't buy the wax this time. I had wax. I didn't need the wax.
Okay.
I would have if it was special though.
But I know.
This is Crokinole. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's right. You bought the championship board.
Yep.
That day. That's what else you bought.
Yep.
I don't want to tell you what you bought, but I was just excited to see it. Like it was him and his element. It was great.
Yeah, it was exciting. So last thing that I feel like I bought that was exciting.
It's in the family.
I saw this at Adepticon. I didn't get it. Rumble Slam. Rumble Slam is a tabletop miniature war game style in the vein of like a Blood Bowl, a Warhammer Kill Team. But go ahead.
Oh, it's wrestling, baby. It's WWE, AEW, CZW. It is all of it. It is so good, but it's fancy themed. And I literally, because I like wrestling, I rolled. We played one turn. I instantly was like, I'm sold. I don't need to play anything else. How much do it cost? It costs that amount. I got to talk to my coordinator, my marketing specialist, if I can go ahead and get that, because I I want it.
Yeah, I felt bad, so I went ahead and got it. And because it was, like I said, it was one that I kind of wanted. But again, so it's a classic tabletop miniature game. They sell about 800 different wrestlers, all with their unique abilities, grid-based on a wrestling mat, but kind of goes in flow with a different tabletop role-playing game we've talked about playing.
Yeah.
Doing the role-playing game for like the
it's
heel
called-
in the face and the the screen time,
No, I
build
think
the
that
characters.
would be a great idea.
And then for the actual wrestling, we bring out
that.
Rumble Slam.
Yeah, and it will bring a different vibe to it because in the wrestling worldwide wrestling, you really are being like a professional wrestler in their day in their life. So it's not really like you have a script that you want to do in that. And I like that, but I also like the competition because if you hear a wrestling game, you want to actually fight and not try to win.
Right.
And so I think adding that element to it will make it just that much sweeter. And I love it.
So we have a busy day again tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
For Friday of Origins, we're getting a chance again to meet with Dolphin Hat Games.
Yes, we are.
And we're gonna a few more interviews, a little more B-roll, bring a little more of the scenes to you.
Yeah.
Get a little bit. I think one thing we talked about, we want to bring some of the think of it like a forest. A lot of the big trees are gone. We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
We want to bring some of that sunshine to some of the smaller trees that don't always get the light. There's a lot of great small manufacturers, designers, candle makers, dice makers, a lot of cool things.
There's one I
convention
sent to a specific person that was anime based. It's called Genshin Tarot. And I don't know anything about it. It's definitely a game. It's a whole bunch of tarot cards too. And it screamed, I want. It was so shiny, and the back of it was this purple and gold inlays cards. I don't even know if the game's good or not. I want it.
So we're definitely looking forward to that. So of course, continue to follow Champions of Tabletop. So don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell. We started an Instagram. Other content creators that we've gotten to become friends with all made fun of us because we didn't do Instagram.
Right.
Apparently that's a thing that we learned while we were here.
So we're doing that.
So we're doing that now. So definitely check out Champions of Tabletop on Instagram, TikTok. We're doing a lot of TikToks now. Check that out. YouTube, of course, and eventually all these will end up on Spotify
and then,
as well.
Spotify and all that kind of stuff, yes.
So with that, again, follow, like, subscribe, so that way you can keep up to date with all of the incoming news as we are able to bring it to you from Origins 2024. And with that, Shay,
yes,
Champions never stop gaming.
Can you hold this right quick? Okay, we're done.